I'm alive. I have myself muted for right now. People are coming in. Oh, this third comment is Shane, and the second one is Magic. Alright, I just have the stream will start soon image first. Shane said hi, Magic. Galaxy's here, Magic's here. Oh, now it's going fast. Toggle timestamps. There we go. Oh. Hi, Charlie.
You can tell them that I'm logged in, as does on the Design Diva account, because if I use my real account, then it has my real name in it, and of course we can't have that, so.
Alright, Ander said she can't make it.
Oh no.
Her brother has a graduation thing.
Okay.
And they had to leave to go somewhere.
How do I turn the chat on to slow?
I thought I just did that.
Okay.
Alright, I'm turning the, Charlie, I need to use my keyboard. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
we can hear you, they say.
Hello. I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Hello. Hello, everyone. I'm going to tell you what we're going to be doing. So I'm going to have a few special guests be joining us. We have 4. If everything goes according to plan, it'll be 4. So in about 5 minutes, our first guest will be joining us. You can get to ask them questions, YouTube questions, or more personal questions. And every time we have a special guest, the special guest will be here for 10 minutes. Then we'll have a 5-minute break without a special guest. And then we'll introduce another special guest. So within those 5 minutes, you can chat to yourselves, or you can ask me questions, and I will answer them. So that's what my schedule basically is. Just so that everyone's on the same page and we know what we're doing. And yes, this is my pet bird. His name is Charlie. I hope he'll be well behaved. Will you?
Is the chat on slow?
Yeah.
Okay, you might want to explain that.
The chat is on a bit of a delay, so it'll be a little slow. Oh, but just if your question doesn't get asked, it's because there's a lot of people joining, and a lot of people chatting and typing. So if your question does not get answered, it's not because I'm ignoring you, it's because the chat goes so fast. But that does not mean I want you to spam your question many times until I'll see it. That is not what I want you to do. Just know that I'm not ignoring you. A lot of other people comment as well. Just see.
Asking if all the guests are gotcha tubers.
All the guests are gotcha tubers. All the gotcha tubers that will be joining us have helped me in some way with voice acting and video work.
Someone's commenting on the anime dude.
Yes, Charlie is a green sheet conure. He's the same breed as Jaden Animation's bird, if that helps you any better. But Charlie is a different type of conure. He is a yellow-sided conure, while Jaden's is a aquamarine conure, if I believe.
Answer the speed questions about yourself.
Age? Oh, I'm 14. I am good. Fun fact, yesterday I just finished driver's ed, so I'll be getting to clock in my hours soon. Then when I turn 15, I'll get my learner's permit, so I'll be driving soon. In the past, did you have any other pets? Yeah, I had a dog. I had a dog named Sammy. Well, his name was Samson, but I couldn't say Samson when I was younger, so we called him Sammy. I look like I'm 24? No, I don't. You're lying. For editing, I use iMovie. It's a pretty basic software, but I use that. Although for some scenes, my mom actually makes them. Like, and I Met You Through My Window, where we're in the car. That's, my mom made that. It took her 3 days to make that one scene. Alright, it's been 5 minutes, so I'm gonna call our first guest just to make sure that she's good. Alright. Not too much.
Do they know I'm here?
Yeah, because Galaxy said hi when there's mom. With M-U-M. Alright. Come on, first special guests. Join me.
Is there a Discord server for LunarSun? Yeah, but it's private, right?
Yeah. Okay, well, our first guest said that she'll be joining us. I'm just waiting for her to call me.
Go ahead and do the introduction.
So while we wait for her, I'm gonna do our introduction to her. Our first special guest is Galaxy Gamer 035. She is my best friend, and she has voiced in 2 of my series. She voices Tessa in One Word and Callie in SDYT Final Chapter. On her channel, she makes Gacha Life music videos and animation memes. And Hi, Galaxy! I'll make sure everyone can hear you.
Okay.
I'm gonna... Yeah, alright.
Did you show some of her stuff?
So I have your little profile picture on the screen. I'm gonna show a few examples. So she voices Tessa, Callie, and these are a few samples of her videos. If you see anything you're interested in, I recommend checking out her channel. Alright, so hi Galaxy. How are you?
I'm doing alright considering it's 7 in the morning.
Yeah, you got that. You got that early time zone. It's Sunday for you, isn't it?
Yep. Sunday, what's the date?
The 7th?
7th.
There you go.
Yep.
Alright, before people get to ask you questions, I get to ask you 10 questions. We're doing a speed round.
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna ask you 10 questions very quickly. These are the most asked questions that I get on stream, so I'm gonna ask them to you right now.
Okay.
Can we turn her up a little?
What's your favorite color? What kind of pet do you have? Favorite anime?
Purple
Do you have a
cat.
do you have a favorite food?
Is that her answer?
No, just cake and chocolate.
What's your favorite character you voice?
Tessa.
Do you have any siblings?
A brother.
What's your age?
14.
What's the general area you live in?
A little tiny island in the bottom of the world, New Zealand.
What's your favorite character from any of my series?
I don't have one. They're all just adorable, but if I had to choose probably one, Rachel from Stronger Than You Think.
What's your favorite video that you've made?
Ooh, that's difficult because I've made a ton of videos and I
Can't really
hate them
hear
all. But if I have to pick one, it would be my most recent, my Gacha parody, because that took forever and I'm actually very proud of it. I love it so much, and I died after that. Is that all the questions?
That's all the speedrun questions that I have for you. Fans can now chat questions to you. People are saying that they can't hear you too well. Can you get...
Oh, they can't?
Yeah, can you get a little closer to your mic or like turn your volume up?
Am I here now?
Can you talk louder?
Do I have to?
Yes, it would be acceptable and nice.
Okay. Okay. Is this loud enough?
Chat, is this loud enough?
I can come closer to
How are you getting her sound in?
I'll read you some of the questions that you get from the chat.
Okay.
Someone just wants me to say their name. They can't hear you too well.
Well, there's a one question here. How long have you and Luna been friends for? And I'm really tempted to answer that because it's just such a good question.
You can answer. You're allowed to answer the question. That's why you're on here.
Well, no, I've known Luna since she was only at like 200 subscribers, so that was about like we've been friends for about 2 years now.
Yeah.
And I love my best friend so much. What's my favorite anime? Oh, my favorite anime? I have a lot of favorites, but I'd have to say Kimi no Nawa or Your Name because it's just so beautiful.
What's your pet's name?
What is I have 2 pets.
Cool.
2 pets. Well, they're both cats. They're called Tinks and Professor Sparkles, but we just call them Puff. It's a very cute name.
Someone asked what inspired you to start doing gacha.
Well, I had a friend who showed me gacha first, and then I'm just like, oh, this is such a cool game. And then all of a sudden, I just started doing it, and I was really, really excited. I got into it, and so I thank my friend for that.
Someone says, what is your favorite gacha tuber? Well, who's your favorite gacha tuber?
Ooh, do I have to say?
You don't have to say me. You don't have to be biased.
Okay, well, not to be biased. No, I mean, sorry. I'm trying to not be biased, but if I had to say, I think it would probably be, what's her face? Little Panda. She's just, I love her stuff. Her stuff is amazing.
Mm.
But my favorite, like, mini-movie kind of maker is definitely me.
What's your favorite? Wait, say that again.
Huh?
Say what you just said again.
All of it?
No, just the last thing you said.
My favorite gacha mini-movie creator's you.
Oh, thank you. I wasn't being narcissistic when I said that. I legit didn't hear what you said. So if you're thinking I just wanted to hear you say that you like my videos, that was not the case.
I just want to answer a question Magic asked before because I just had to answer it. She asked me how are you resting well, and Magic, so far apart from last night, yes I am.
Do you like school?
Oh god, no! Don't ask me about school.
I know it's a touchy subject for you, so I won't go into further detail for you. Someone wants to know how many subscribers you have.
I have 1.73 thousand because, yeah, got there. I'm getting there.
You're
I
getting
don't mind. I'm just getting there.
Yeah, because I remember I first met you, I had like 200 subscribers, and I think you had like 90 or something?
Yeah, I had very little. Someone said, how often do you make gacha projects together? We don't really make gacha projects.
It's more like, I'm like, hey, I have lines for you to do. Please record these for me.
Or like, the Stronger Than You Think, we were talking, first of all, we were talking about a mini-movie I was making, but then I deleted it because it sucked so bad. So then Lunar asked me for some character styles, and I was just like, oh yeah, this is so cute, maybe if you change this, and blah blah blah. Then all of a sudden the thing blows up, I'm like, I helped with that. But we also did that Friendiversary like collab last year.
Yeah, we did, on your channel.
And that was just beautiful. I love it. It was fun. What kind of gacha series do I like? I kind of like all of them except the bad ones, which we're not gonna talk about. Dark side.
What inspired you to start YouTube, and what did you want to do before you discovered gacha?
Wait, what was that question?
What inspired you to start YouTube, and what did you want to do before you discovered gacha?
Well, I first started YouTube like ages ago, and it was a very cringy time, which is what how people start out, but it was a very cringy time for me. I didn't really get inspired, more say I just kind of grew into it because I kind of got bored of doing nothing around the house all day. And I guess if I wouldn't do gacha, I guess I just would just do drawings, like a ton of drawings and like speed edits and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's my passion.
Yeah. We'll ask one more question, and then we'll have to say bye to Galaxy. Sorry, Galaxy.
Okay.
I know, sad times.
Her time is up already?
Yeah, I know. 10 minutes went fast.
Well, if they have more questions.
It's very, very sad.
Yeah, I guess we can do 2 more questions. We'll do 2 more questions, and then I'll answer a few questions, and then we'll have our next guest come on. They want.
Okay, I'm gonna just skip past this one question that asked my real name, and I do not want to say.
Yeah. How did you find gacha?
I already answered this, but one of my friends showed me gacha, and she's like, "Oh, this is a cool game. Maybe you should try it out and stuff." And then I kind of just was like, "Oh my god, I love this!" And then I started gacha, my gacha life came out, and I was so excited for that.
Someone asked if we were gonna do Gacha Club, if we were gonna like switch from Gacha Life to Gacha Club when it comes out.
Well, when it comes out on Android, I will look at it on my other phone because it's whatchamacalls, it's Android. So I'll be having a look at it and testing Gacha Club out, and then if I do like it, I probably will not switch, but I'll use that and Gacha Life because Gacha Life is just amazing and I love it, and it's just really good because I'm so used to it.
Alright. Alright, last question. What do you think of Frostbite?
Oh my god. Everyone hates Frostbite so much, and I do not know why. Frostbite is such a good character. Like, she's sweet. Like, she means well, but she's just a bit narcissistic. So I get why people do hate her, but like, she is a good character. She's one of my favorites. She isn't my favorite, but she is one of the favorites.
Alright, any tips for a new gacha tuber?
Well, the only tip is that do what inspires you. So, like, if I listen to a song while I'm going to school or something, and I think, oh, this would make a good gacha life video or something, just do it. Because if you like making stories and stuff, then mini movies and series is the way to go. But if you don't have any ideas for mini movies or series, it's always good to do like memes and gacha life music videos, because then you could get inspired and then make a mini movie or series.
Yeah. Alright, well, that's all the questions we have for Galaxy, so we will wish you farewell.
Bye, Luna.
Bye, Galaxy.
Bye, Galaxy.
Bye, people. Bye.
Just funny.
Just poop on camera.
We can't see it. Alright, so now the Galaxy is gone. We're gonna have a 5 minutes, and you can ask me questions and I'll answer them. Then we'll bring in our next guest. Is S2IT supposed to have a life lesson? I never really planned for S2IT to have a life lesson, but I guess in some people's eyes it could have a life lesson as just I don't really have one. I guess it would be just because you don't think you're good enough, you are good enough. Like with Trinity, how she thought she would never be as great as Zerka, and then she grows through all this, and then she becomes the next leader, like Zerka was, and that was a really big thing for her. So I guess the life lesson is, if you don't think you're great, you can become something great in the future. What inspired you to create Trinity? Now, originally, I didn't know what the main character for S2IT was gonna be, cause I didn't think that far. But then my friend, I was trying to get a name. I was like, I need a name for the main character, but I can't think of anything. And my friend just listed me a bunch of like names, and I saw one that stuck out to me, and it was Trinity. And I was like, oh, that's such a cute name. And I was also thinking like in advance, like the Holy Trinity, like spiritual and stuff, because obviously then Trinity has like her goddess form that people call her. Do I do storyboarding? Now, I make scripts. I write scripts for all my series. Before I even start making screenshots for a video, I will write down what I want to happen in the story. And what's great about that is that I can go back and I can change what I want to be said. So I'm just not stuck with like, oh, I made the screen capture where they said this and I can't change it. I'll make all the scripts in advance, and if I reread the scripts and I don't like something, I can change it. Did you enjoy collab with Gacha Studios? It wasn't really a collab. It was more like she just put my character in her video as just kind of like a, I don't know, a shout out or something. I don't know. She asked if she could use my character in a video. I'm like, sure, go ahead. And she said, cool. Inspiration for one word. Okay, so I got inspiration for one word because I watched this anime music video, and it was a very cool, like, gothic, like, vampire thing, and I just saw, like, the character in it, and I just came up with a brilliant idea, and that was one word. I get inspired in the most bizarre ways. I'll just look at an image, or I'll just watch a music video, and I'll just come up with an entire story in my head, and then I'll write it down, and I'll be like, yep, that sounds like a good idea, so I'm gonna make it. You're 14, you look so mature. Thank you. I'm so shook of your anime. Oh yes, I have many anime things in my background. Why your name LunarSun? When I was 11, when I first started thinking about a YouTube name, I was very into, like, astronomy and, like, the sky. So I was like, okay, well, what if I'm, like, the moon, but also the sun? And I was like, yeah, that would be cool. And then that's what happened. Do you always have a plan before you start the video? How long does a video take to make? One-word episodes typically take me 2 weeks to make. 1 week to make all the screenshots because sometimes I don't have motivation to make them or I'm not feeling it. But editing the one-word videos actually don't take that long at all. Sometimes it can literally just take me 2 days to edit an entire one-word episode video. But waiting for my friends to get me their voices takes a lot of time because without the voices, I can't really edit anything together, which is a problem with doing voice acting if you ever trying to do a voice acting scene. I Met You Through My Window took a long time, and fun fact, on one of the last weeks that I was working on it, I pulled like an all-nighter just working on it because I was like, I gotta get this out this weekend, and my mom was just like, chill, you can get it out next week, and I was like, no, I have to get it out this weekend. How are you doing during pandemic? Well, I'm homeschooled, so it doesn't really affect me too much, except for the fact that I was going on a lot of trips, and they all got canceled. For my choir, we were going on a choir tour to New Orleans. That got canceled. And then I was going to a summer camp called Duke Tip, where if you have taken the ACT, if you're like in 7th grade, you can do it, which I did in 7th grade, so I went last year, and it was really fun. And it's where I met most of my guy friends. And 2 of them actually voiced in S2IT final chapter as Xenon and Jasper. How do you feel about the gacha community animating and voice acting and where it's headed? I think that it's a next big step in the community to do animation like gacha videos and voice acting, and I think it's a good step. What I don't appreciate is when people like make voice acted things and then someone comments, oh, you did voice acting because this popular gacha tuber did voice acting. It's like, no, it just seems like it's the next step in the direction for the gacha community. You can't copy someone for doing a voice acting series, then all TV shows would be copied. It doesn't really make sense, does it? I got a few of those on I Met You Through My Window. They were like, wow, you did a voice series? I can't believe you copied this person. Like, no, I really didn't. Were any characters in S2IT or One Word inspired by your friends? Yes, a lot of characters in S2IT were either inspired by some of my friends or inspired by my different versions of myself. I don't know if I say versions. My different personalities or like personas I can put on. Kiki is more like my confident side, where I believe I can do anything, but then Xenon's more like my timid side, where I don't really want to talk to anyone. Rachel's my more conserved side, where I don't really want to say what I'm doing, or I kind of like lie and stuff. It's more And Trinity's just my normal self. But some of the guys were inspired by some of my male friends. I won't say their names for their privacy's sake. We're gonna bring in our next special guest, so I'm gonna message her to let her know to come on. You want to do that while we wait for her? Do you?
I can.
Okay, well, come on. Come on, Mom. Come on in.
I have to try to squeeze down in here.
This is my mom.
Wait, where do I look?
The green
I think
dot.
I'm up too high. Okay,
You're
gotta get this hair out of my face. Hello, YouTubers. Hi, Charlie. Hi, I'm happy to see you. We're waiting on the next guest. Yeah, you excited? I'm excited. Okay, some people were asking what apps you use. So, you use iMovie as your editor.
iMovie's my editor. I use Ibis Paint X for editing characters and like making back-facing and front-facing characters.
And I do some of the
You do some of the scenes in Photoshop and Illustrator.
Illustrator, yeah. Some of the art we get, and some of the little videos we get from Dreams Time, and so I can work with those and change colors, edit
I'm
things.
so heartwarmed your mom supports you.
Yes.
Your mom is so pretty, Galaxy. You are really like your mom. Yeah.
Yeah, we do look a little.
One person asked if we were sisters one time, and I was just like, "What?
I'm way older than that. Good grief.
You don't look old though."
Oh, thanks.
Whenever we go to anime conventions, everyone's like, thinks you're young, but you're not.
Yeah. I go to anime conventions and wear my little hat, carry all the stuff. Charlie, are you trying to be part of the conversation? Hi, buddy.
If you open the little drawer, I can make him do tricks. Charlie.
Okay. Is your next guest here yet?
I messaged her and she messaged me back. She says she'll join.
Okay. Are there questions that we're supposed to be answering?
I love that your mom helps you. Charlie, spin. Spin.
And Dad helps too.
Good
He got
boy.
her. He helped with her setup.
And here is our next guest.
All right. So I'm out of here.
Yes, you're out of here,
What do
Mom.
we have?
Moon.
Moon! Yay! Okay. I have to leave the screen, so there's Moon.
Hello, Moon.
Hi.
Give me a second.
If you hear like music in the background, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
I have that. Yeah, we got like music in the background.
all right. So our second guest is Moonlight. Is Moonlight.
Hello.
She helped me make the back-facing characters in Stronger Than You Think, the anime opening. She voices General Yui in One Word, and she voices Lily in Stronger Than You Think final chapter. So, very different characters. Like, Lily,
Yeah.
very different characters.
Yeah. It's like hard. It's hard to act them, to be honest.
Yeah, because General Yui's like such a loud, obnoxious, evil person, then you got Lily, the soft-spoken shy girl.
Oh, I heard something, and then Yuri's just over here, like, get over here, you dude! Like, being the bipolar, soldier.
Yeah, you're like, yeah.
I gotta act as my inner Kokichi.
Are you okay?
I'm gonna be the annoyingest person in the whole cast.
Alright, girl, you're gonna have to stop giggling your words.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. These are examples of a few of Moonlight's videos. She does animation memes on her channel. And you do collabs with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not a ton. You did one with Angie. You did one with... What did you do one with? You made a tribute video for Midori. Oh, Hudgar?
Yeah,
Moon's channel.
my online brother, hang on. Edgar, how, I'm sorry if I mispronounced this. How Kian goes.
Alright. Moon's channel, it'll say on the bottom, Moonlight is a weirdo. That's her channel name. Moonlight's a weirdo. That's literally just your channel name.
Yes.
You used to be Moonlight Plays, but then you changed.
Yeah, because there's another person.
Alright, we're gonna do it the same thing that we did with Galaxy. It's speedrun time!
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna ask you the top 10... I'm gonna give you the top 10 questions that I always get asked on my streams. So here we go. Favorite color?
Alright. Pink.
What kind of pet do you have? Or do you have any?
I don't have any pets.
What's your favorite anime?
Danganronpa.
Favorite food?
Junk food.
Favorite character you voice?
Yuri.
General Yui. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, I'm the middle child. I have 2 siblings.
What's your age?
I am 14.
What's the general area you live in?
Like, can you be more specific?
Like East Coast, West Coast.
The west side? The
Ye-
west? In the west?
Yeah, you live in the West, man. Do you know your geography?
Sorry, I failed geography.
You failed! That's not good. Pay attention.
Okay.
Pay attention in
Okay,
school.
okay.
What's your favorite character from any of my series?
Rachel, to be honest.
Oh, we got another Rachel lover. Favorite video that you've made?
Yeah.
What's the favorite video you've made?
I can't choose a favorite video. I don't have one.
Alright, so...
I just say it as like, oh, this is good. This is good enough.
That's good enough. Alright, so fans now can send you questions. It can be about what you do and about how you do it. What's your favorite OC? You have a ton.
What kind of OC I made?
Yeah.
Is that what they mean?
Yeah, what's your favorite OC that you have?
The youngest children. The children I made recently.
Okay. What are some tips for videos?
Wait, I'm sorry, what was it again?
Tips for videos.
Just do it at your best level. Just don't put much pressure on yourself.
There you go. Favorite show?
I haven't watched any shows that much.
You watch anime. You don't stop talking about My Hero Academia.
I mean, I thought they were like talking about TV shows or something like that.
It can still be a show.
I just watched Danganronpa playthrough.
I just watched Danganronpa play through it. Playthroughs. Alright, favorite music.
Music.
Or like a
That's
band.
tough one.
Or like a band. Favorite band.
A band name?
No, like a favorite band that you have.
like between like cover artists, it changes, you know.
Yeah. Someone asks, well, it's not a question. They say, I love how you were able to work with such a different character like Lily in STYT.
Oh, it was really hard, to be honest. Like I gotta like keep that like deep voice while I had to like express it in at the same time. It was very hard. I remember like with one of the lines, I was so much struggling. I'm like, ah!
Someone asked, what do you like about General Yui?
Huh? What do I like about her?
Yeah. What do you like about her?
She is secretly Kokichi.
General Yui is not Kokichi.
But she is bipolar.
Someone asked, do you like Total Drama Island?
Oh, I remember watching that as a kid.
I never watched it. I just remember there was like the goth girl that I liked. She was like pretty.
The goth girl.
Yeah, I don't know their names. Wasn't one of their names Rachel?
There was like a relationship that always fights, but they like each other though.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's how it works. That's how reality is. Alright.
True.
Alright, let's see.
Some projects you're working on?
What are some projects that you're working on right now?
I have Lost Meme, and then wait, hang on. Okay, I have a Lost Meme in progress, and then I think that's it.
Someone asked, do you play Roblox or Minecraft?
None.
None? You don't play either?
No.
Wow.
I lost interest in those.
Favorite songs or artists?
I like cover artists.
You like clever artists? Or artists?
Cover.
Oh, cover artists.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are always nice. Let me see. Yes, this is a Q&A with the voice actors.
Hello.
What's your favorite food? Oh, we just answered. Oh, never mind. That's a speedrun question. Ever heard of Ace Attorney?
No.
Oh.
Oh, I love that one.
Huh?
What's an OC, a story you wish you never made or just hate it and dislike it a lot?
What's an OC or story you wish you never made or just hate it and dislike it a lot?
Oh, an OC story I really dislike?
Mm-hmm. The reindeer.
I didn't give her a backstory at all. She was just a random character I made. I don't know what was going on back then.
And then I made fun of you for it because I called her Rudolph.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You always make fun of my OCs.
I do. It's easy.
I don't know. I mean, I haven't come up with the backstories of some of them, but I feel like getting rid of like some of my OCs and then replacing them with new OCs.
Someone asked what inspired you to get into gacha.
I wasn't inspired to get into gacha in the first place. I just found it on YouTube and I got interested in it, and then here I.
Someone asked, to what characters in Stronger Than You Think can you mostly relate to?
Oh boy. Which character has like the low self-esteem?
Xenon.
Oh, then yeah, them.
Poor Xenon. I didn't give him enough screen time, and I know that. No, for a fact. I didn't give the boys enough screen time. What's your favorite, like, class in school?
Class?
Mm-hmm.
I would say math in an average way.
Oh, alright, you like math. Okay, someone asked, okay, don't get into a rant about this, because I know you will. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate 18 plus gotcha videos?
1,000,000 over 10.
I remember we talked about it once and you just went off on about it, and you were just yelling and stuff, and we were just, calm down, Moon.
Don't remind me. But to be honest, that was a fun experience, not gonna lie.
Do you have any tips for small gotcha tubers?
3 words.
Just do if you're doing YouTube for just fame, just for fame, then what are you gonna get it in the end? Like, is it really worth it? That's all I can give.
Alright, well that's good advice. I
Yeah.
think so, at least.
Yeah.
What are your zodiac signs? And do you know yours?
I am a Libra. I balance.
Well, I'm a Virgo.
Yeah. Organization. Yeah.
Do you play Pokemon?
I used to.
Pokemon Go or just like normal Pokemon games?
Just Pokemon games.
If you could redo one of your stories, which one would you redo?
My stories?
Yeah, like,
I think Moon's my main character on my channel.
someone said Virgo Squad and someone said yes, Libra. Is making animation memes hard?
Yes. Yes.
I know from that you were like, I have so many ideas for them, but I'm never gonna do them all. Well, like, you always like abandon projects.
Yeah, I abandoned a lot of projects, and then my fans are like getting so mad at me of losing motivation. Like, my bad, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Let's see.
Did she do the sirens?
No. Alright, so we're gonna do one more question, and then we're gonna have 5 minutes, and then we're gonna bring in our next special guest.
Okay, I'm fine with that.
Alright. Do you like making realistic gotcha videos?
Realistic?
Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, well, somewhat, because my OC character stories is kind of based on realistic situations, you know?
Yeah.
So, I just put it like in the middle.
Alright. Alright, well, thank you, Moon, for joining us.
Yes.
Alright, you can say bye now. Well, say bye to everyone,
Oh,
Moon.
okay. Okay. Bye, guys. Bye.
Alright. make sure to check out her channel. I'll have descriptions in the live stream once this finishes. Now, would you like to come back?
I will. I have to squeeze into the cave here.
Alright, Mom's back.
It's Lunar's mom. Okay, Kimberly asked about the transformations of characters. And I promised I would give a little information. All I can say is it's pretty stinking complicated. I do it in Photoshop in a bunch of layers. So Lunar gives me the character with, you know, in a certain pose with what the regular clothes, and then the same exact pose with the superhero clothes or whatever. And I put them on top of each other and I erase parts of it out a little bit at a time and make that a screen capture, and then do it a little bit more, a little screen capture, a little bit more. And so for some things, like if the sleeves, like if the sleeves appear or get shorter or whatever, that's really not too hard. And I try to do it in like 6 or 8 or 10 steps. But the hair is dreadful. Because, you know, it either, you can't just like lop it off, and you can't just fade it out. You know, I try to bring in streaks a little bit at a time, and each one of those little streaks, you know, it just takes a while to get it exactly right, so it feels like it's really springing longer out of their hair. And that's pretty much it. But it can take each of those, like, what, how long do they last? 13 seconds?
Some of them last 30 seconds.
30 seconds, okay. Could take like several days of working all day.
You were so happy when I told you that there was no
more transformation. Yes, and like Kiki was always pretty hard just because her hair is so enormous.
Kiki was a special one because you had to do like a glow around her hair because it mixed in with the background too much and you couldn't see it.
You couldn't see her on the dark background, and all those little loops in their hair at the bottom, if you don't trim it out just right, there'll be little white kind of in the crannies or whatever, a little white dot, which no one notices but me. So, of course, you know, I waste a lot of time trying to get all those perfect. So, I guess the moral of the story is it's Photoshop, so if you don't really grasp all the layers and how to mask things out, it's not going to be fun.
Someone wants to know what you think of Mr. Man.
When I first saw that, I was like, did you waste money on, how much did that thing cost? And then she said she made it. I was like, what?
I printed all the pictures out.
And then she spliced it together.
And then I glued them all together to a piece of cardboard.
And you can't tell unless you're up close, so it's
It just sits there in my background. All my friends like see it. All my male friends are just like, what is in your background? Who is that man in your background? I'm just like, oh, that's Mr. Man. He just stands there and he watches me.
He's got a very pleasant, happy...
He is. He's very happy.
Yes.
He's got a nice little smile.
Very nice little
He guards
smile.
my play button too.
That's right. Play button. And he's kind of camouflaged, actually.
He's a good man. He's a good boy.
Uh-oh, Charlie's on the keyboard.
Lunar's mom, what's your age?
My age?
You can totally lie and
I
say...
could totally lie.
You could totally
Yeah.
lie, but I know your actual age. You could totally lie and be like, I'm
in my 40s. Is that good enough?
You can say that.
Yes.
Well, in a few days, it'll be your birthday.
Yeah, and I know a lot about 80s music because that was my time. If that tells you any clues.
Someone said, what was that sound? Oh, that was Charlie. Charlie makes noises.
Yeah, he
sometimes says words. Even when we're just talking, he'll just say, wee or...
There you go. He said, wee wee. He doesn't quite whistle, and he doesn't quite talk. It's this kind of, it's almost metallic, kind of.
Someone said, hey, Lunar's mom, are you proud that Lunar got 100K?
Oh, super proud. Yes.
Someone said her happy early birthday.
Ah, thanks. That makes me a Gemini.
Someone said 40s.
Uh-oh. Yes. All right, is it time for our next guest?
Yes.
Who do we have?
Magic.
Magic. Sweet. Okay, tell me what voices she did. Did she do the sirens?
She did 6 voices.
2 sirens? And I did the 1 siren, but we didn't do them like together. So she sent in her voices and I did my voice. I'm the older kind of stable siren. And then Lunar pieced it all together. But Magic's sirens were so much cooler.
All right, let me give Magic a ring.
Hey, Charlie. Don't you bite me, you silly bird. No, don't do that. Is she coming in?
What's up?
Hi,
All right,
Magic.
I'm going to sneak away so you can have the screen.
Hey.
Can I-
It's that voice actor nobody knows.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
You voiced 6 characters in my series. Don't you even say anything. Alright, give me a minute. Give me a second
Okay.
while I set this up.
Set stuff up. Yes. That's the thing that needs to happen.
There we go. Alright.
Okay. Sounds good. Let's go. OMG, my sister's in the stream. Ew.
My sister's in the stream. Ew. Alright, so our third guest is Magic Gamer 04 or 04.
Yo, what's up?
She voices in 3 of my series and voices 6 characters. She voices Melody and Lyra in One Word. She voices Gigi and Sophie in Final Chapter. And you voice Shoko and Shoyo in I Met You Through My Window. On your channel, you make fan dubs to gacha
I don't know
series,
what I made.
covers of songs, speed paints, voice acting auditions, and miscellaneous streams. Yes, I went through all your videos to see what kind of content you make.
Good on you. Yeah, I don't even know my own content. So good
You-
on you for trying to figure that one out.
You're welcome. I'll make an analysis on your channel.
Oh, bet. I'd be looking forward to that one. Bet.
Alright, so anyway, you voice a lot of characters. You have a lot of voices.
I do. I'm a woman of many voices.
I'm a woman of many.
Many voices. Many.
You talented. You talented like that.
Indeed.
Alright, so we're gonna do, you know it, speedrun.
Oh no, speedrun. Oh no, I'm too small brained. Okay.
You're just ball brain. Alright, favorite color?
Pink or black?
What kind of pet do you have? Or any?
I have a dog and a cat.
What's your favorite anime?
Noragami.
Favorite food?
Wait, repeat that. I didn't get that.
Favorite food?
Okay, chicken Alfredo.
Chicken Alfredo. Favorite character you voice?
Okay, this is a hard one. Okay. Probably either, Gigi or Sophie. One of those two.
Do you have any siblings? I know you have a ton.
Yes, I have 4.
Wait, are you the middle child? I thought you said once you were the middle child of 4.
No, I'm the oldest.
Oh, you're the oldest. What's your age?
I am 15, almost 16. I'm turning 16 in July.
Ooh.
I'm a boomer.
General area you live in.
Midwest.
What's your favorite character from any of my series?
Probably, MJ.
MJ. MJ's great.
MJ is literally great.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Ew, my sister is in here. I see her.
I see your sister too.
Hey, what's up, one magic siblings? Ew, get out.
Hi Moon, how are you? What's your favorite video you've made?
My favorite video I've made?
Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about.
That was great.
That was pretty great. Alright, now the fans can ask you questions. It can be voice acting questions or any miscellaneous stuff, because they might have questions for you about voice acting, because, you know, you're the queen.
I have voice acting experience under my belt.
Do you play Roblox or Minecraft?
I play Roblox. I haven't downloaded Minecraft in ages, but I play Roblox, yes.
I love Minecraft, but I don't play it as much as I used to when I was younger.
Minecraft is good, but I just haven't downloaded it in a while.
Someone said, are you guys close?
Close as in, like, friends?
Or, like, distance.
Like, specifics? I'm small brain. You've got to remember that I don't understand stuff. No. I'm not answering anything my sister says. Because she will expose me. I know she will.
Yeah, your sister will expose you.
How did you feel about Violet meeting her biological parents? Good question. I don't remember my emotions. Wait. French fries or tater tots? French fries all the way. I'm a French fry gang.
Someone's, Galaxy says, how much do you care about your friends? Imagine.
I care about my friends a whole lot. Like, my friends mean a lot to me. I will go fight. What's a good thing? Who's a good thing to fight? I can't fight, so who would I fight for my friends?
Someone says, does Lunar beg you to do all these voices?
But I would fight for my friends. Like, my friends, I care about them. They are my second family.
Someone says,
does Lunar beg you to do all these voices? I don't know. Lunar, do you?
It's more like I'm just like, hey, you want to do this character?
And I'm like, ooh, big sub count, clout, okay. I'm just kidding.
Big sub count, clout. Let me get that clout.
Let me get that clout up. What fandoms am I into? Afghan, Standard Sides. Those two are mainly the two big ones. Like, Afghan, Standard Sides. My life, right there.
Do you spend time with your siblings, Magic?
No.
No, I hate them all.
She was pretty quick with that answer.
You're pretty quick with that answer, Magic.
Yeah, that was very
Straight up, no. I hate them all.
I love how Moon left with her chaotic energy, and then you just had another chaotic energy right on here.
No, it's like Moon's chaotic energy, and then you're just big mood.
When me and Moon get together, it's chaos.
You're just big mood and small brain.
Yeah. What gender is my siblings? 3 brothers, 1 sister.
You have a pretty fun household.
It's loud. There's doors slamming right now.
Your sister's still on here.
Yes, I'm excited. It looks cool.
Who's your favorite sibling?
Favorite cartoon. I don't want. Does anime still count as cartoon?
Yeah, you can say anime.
Okay, favorite cartoon. That'd be Noragami.
What's your favorite sibling?
Who's my favorite sibling?
You know.
Probably none. What inspired me to start gacha? Yes, I do run a second channel for gacha. So what inspired me to start gacha? I don't know. I just picked up one day. I'm like, oh hey, this is kind of interesting. I can do stories with it. This is kind of cool. What is your favorite Standard Size characters, Magic? Roman or Virgil?
I don't watch Sander's side, so if you're asking me anything about...
It's good, though.
I don't know. I'm not into it.
Magic siblings and gender siblings. I answered that. 3 brothers, 1 sister. It's chaotic in my household.
What
Do you know about Gacha Club? Yep, I know about Gacha Club. It's pretty cool.
What tips would you have to small gacha tubers?
My biggest tip, don't give up, because, like, I know there's a lot of small gacha tubers I will, like, talk to in the comments, and they're just like, oh, like, my channel's not doing well, I kind of just want to give up. Like, don't give up, because I know there are a bunch of gacha tubers I've seen, like, they've been so small, and then the next day they're just like, oh my goodness, where did these, like, subs come from? Like, they just kind of sprouted out of the earth.
That was
But,
me!
I know that happened with Shadow. I'm like, she was at 500 the other day. Where'd these 12K come from?
That happened. Okay, that spring happened to me twice.
Yeah, just don't give up. Keep going because you may eventually hit luck and you'll end up becoming. I can't say that I am, but that's my advice to you.
Yeah, I would also say that too, because YouTube will just push your video out into the algorithm. I don't know how it works.
The YouTube algorithm is rigged.
But sometimes, if you're lucky, your gacha video will be put into other gacha people's recommended, and then they'll watch it. That happened to me twice. It happened with Stronger Than You Think and a now deleted video called Black Eyes. Black Eyes got me to 6,000, and then I released the first Stronger Than You Think, and within 2 days, it already had 100,000. It already had 100,000 views, and then I got 12,000 more subscribers from that. And then I was on a mad spree just making Stronger Than You Think videos. And then I just kept getting more views and more subscribers, because I just kept releasing more Stronger Than You Think videos, and that's how I really grew my audience.
Yes. What's your favorite flavor ice cream? Cookie dough. Let's see. Favorite Sand or Sad episode? Dealing with intrusive thoughts or selfishness versus selfless. Do you want to be a voice actor when you grow up? That would be one of my dream jobs, yes. How do you feel in this time? I don't know. My emotions are like all over the place, and it's not good because I don't like to acknowledge I have emotions in the first place.
Magic, you're making my mom laugh a lot.
Has quarantine been driving you insane? Bold of you to assume I wasn't insane in the first place, but yes, there you go, yes.
But staying at home with all your siblings is so much fun.
Have you hit 1 million subs? I feel like that one's for you.
No, I have.
I feel like that one's for me because I am nowhere near 1 million subs. I'm like, what? I'm not even at 100K. I'm like, what? 3K? Oh. And I want to know, fun fact, Magic is actually short in real life. Moonlight, stop exposing me. Yes, I'm short. Shush.
It's okay. You're only 2 inches shorter than me. It's fine.
I know, 5 foot.
Dude, at least we're not Anders' height. I met her. She was small.
Okay, how long have you been voice acting for? At least a year by now, but I've done like theater for like 4 years prior.
Yeah, you're a theater kid.
Yeah, I'm a theater kid. I'm also a musical nerd, so.
Yeah, you like your musicals.
I do. I was listening to Summer.
Which one?
Hamilton, In the Heights, and Six.
I know.
My sister asked how tall is Xander.
I'm not sure if I want to expose her height. I don't know if
Galaxy says Magic isn't short, she's fun-sized.
I'm also fun.
Someone says, can I sing? On stream, no, but singing is a hobby of mine.
We said, okay, the two of us, we said that we were going to do like a song together. Like we were going to do like a cover song together, and we never did.
We'll have to do that eventually.
Yeah, I know. You can sing though. I know you can.
Yeah, you can.
You've shown
What
me.
job do you want to do in the future? Probably something within the entertainment realm. That's something I'm interested in.
I feel like you would like be a voice actor, but you wouldn't work for Funimation. Definitely not.
Ew, no. Who did they screw over?
Vic Mignogna.
Yeah, I'm not working for them. He got screwed over. That's not fair.
All right, which one would you
How are
work?
you? I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
Which one would you work for?
I don't remember the names.
Really, what other ones are there? I know there's more, but I can't remember.
Yeah, it was that Funimation's the most known, and like they got their own issues going on there.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Straight up, mood.
I'm
Just-
a walking mood.
You are a walking mood.
Mhm.
Do you like school?
Do I like school? No.
Yeah, you tell me
I live
stories.
in America and I go to a public school. That's all that needs to be said.
I live in America and I go to a public school. That's all that needs to be said.
Ouch.
That needs to be a quote.
I found my senior quote.
There you go.
Shoot, my computer just turned off. Read me my questions now because I can't see them.
Oh, okay. I'm waiting for people. I graduated.
Like, there were so many questions before, and then suddenly this girl they don't know gets on, and they're like, "Oh, okay. What do I ask? Because I don't know who she is."
What's your favorite sport?
Your voice cuts out at random.
What's your favorite sport?
Okay. I don't like physical stuff.
Me.
So sports is a no-no.
Me.
But if I just watch sports, probably football. The American football.
Someone said they just graduated middle school a few weeks ago. Ooh.
Oh, good for you. You're gonna go into another. How do I put this nicely to be? Because I'm on your stream. I don't want you getting demonetized.
Yeah. Don't get me demonetized, please.
You're gonna go into an even worse prison. Good luck.
Someone said, "What's your wait? Did someone already ask flavor ice cream?"
Yeah, they did, and I said cookie dough.
Someone asked, "Do you have a boyfriend?"
No.
Magic.
I've been trying for years. It hasn't worked out. I've been... Loneliness has been my only companion, okay?
You'll get him.
I've been dating loneliness.
Your sister made a comment about the boyfriend thing. She said, "Magic have a boyfriend." That's a joke.
Wow, okay.
Your sister
Firing shots, I see how it is.
where is your sister in your house right now?
She's in the room with me, but I told her to be quiet because I'm not letting her be chaotic.
Oh, she's in the same room as you? You're about to throw
She's
hands.
literally, she's right across from me.
You're gonna throw
I'm
hands.
sitting at the desk and she's like in her little area.
Throw hands, Magic, throw hands.
Okay, bet. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not gonna do that. I do that on my own streams. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I've seen some of your streams, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Throw hands. Let's go.
What voice have you done for Lunar as your favorite?
What? If I say what, that usually just means repeat it because I didn't hear it.
What voice have you done for me that's your favorite?
Okay, it's either the Sophie voice, but the Sophie voice is like really annoying because of the accent she kind of had. Probably, I think the favorite one was my Shoya voice because I really didn't have to do much for it. All I had to do was slightly lower it and make it more mature. And then I was like, hey, this doesn't actually hurt my throat.
Someone asked why I'm homeschooled. And I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. Mom, opinions?
You would have to brag on yourself.
No, because, like, wasn't, like, the main point just because of, like, that book?
Oh.
And how I was being taught, like, I'm
No.
evil.
There were just some... Lunar is really, really smart at certain things, and we didn't feel that she was being challenged in school, and wasn't being taken very seriously. And she had a little trouble with another thing because she had an eye development problem, and they weren't taking that seriously either. So she was really far ahead in math and science, and struggling in another thing. And the school doesn't want you really high in one thing and really low in the other thing. They want you down the middle, you know, kind of average with some people on the top and some on the bottom. But if you're kind of all over the place, it's too much. And so we started doing a lot of work on our own to supplement school, and then we figured out we're spending way too much time. Let's just do it all ourselves. But all those issues are now resolved, and so...
And then I'm going back to high school.
Now, back to public high school.
Lunar's big brain.
She's a smart...
She's too big brain for these public schools.
No, she's going to
I'm going to public school.
She is.
Oh boy, good luck.
Yeah.
I'm going to be in marching band.
Good luck.
I'm going to be in marching band, though.
Okay, hopefully your public school isn't bad like mine is.
No, ours is, like, best in the state.
In the,
One of the best.
Can't relate.
Well, and she'll be taking some AP classes, and hopefully she'll be in with a good group of kids.
I'm waiting to see if our other guest...
You're probably dragging poor Magic Gamer way too long.
Because...
Wait, do we have more questions?
Magic,
do you hate your sister? Don't answer that.
Wait, did somebody ask if I hate my sister? No comment.
Don't answer it.
Someone says they think it's time for thunder.
I don't know what that means.
Netherlands boy. You just said, ow. Like, you know who that is now. And you're just like, oh, not him.
Okay, so Petra de Graaf is asking if you're going to public high school. Not at the moment, but...
Not right now.
In the fall,
I will
yes.
in the fall.
Bro, imagine people know you at that school like that. Instant friends.
Dude, Okay, when I actually went to my camp last year, I don't know how this happened, but somehow a rumor spread about me that there was a YouTuber in the camp. And people were like, who's the YouTuber? And they said, it's the girl with the purple streak in her hair. And I didn't know about this rumor until after the camp. Because when my friends told me there was a rumor that there was a YouTuber there, and I was like, what? And he said, well, I heard it from him. I'm not going to say his real name. And I was just like, that is such a him thing to do.
That is such a him thing to do, yes.
And actually, there was a fan that went to the camp there.
Oh, that's cool.
There was one girl, she came up to me, and luckily I had my LunarSun sticker, so I gave her a LunarSun sticker.
And she wasn't like weird about it.
No, she wasn't weird at all. She was nice. And like I was in like a group project with her, and I didn't know she was a fan. And every time I looked at her, she would dart away from me really quickly so she knew who I was. And I didn't know and I was just like, why is this girl ignoring me? Does she not like me or something? Am I ugly?
Self-conscious setting in.
But then it turns out she was actually like a fan of mine. And then I was talking with 3 other girls, and they say, what do you do? And I said, oh, I do gacha stuff. And I told them that I made a series, and the one girl said, I think I've seen that series. And I was just like, oh no.
Oh no, I just exposed myself.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I just exposed.
But at least it was the good exposed, not the bad exposed that's been going around.
Yeah.
All the time recently.
Yeah. Alright. If our final guest doesn't message me back within a few minutes.
Oh, I think I have a feeling who that is.
Yeah.
If not, then we can still talk about. You were going to talk about green screening and that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I was gonna talk about some tips and stuff that I have for other smaller gacha tubers about voice acting, green screens, doing all that jazz. But if he just messaged me.
Oh, y'all are gonna.
That's surprising.
Y'all are gonna start screaming any second now.
He said, "Hey, my bad."
Is he calling in?
Just got finished.
I haven't spoken
Hey, my bad.
to you now.
Oh, I love how you know who it is.
Yeah, I automatically just knew who it was. I'm like, okay, yeah, okay.
All right, so. Oh, if we have one more question for Magic, then we'll let Magic go, and then I'll have a little 5-minute.
I'll have to go back to whatever the heck I was doing. I don't even know what I was doing.
I'm not gonna say who the final guest is yet.
Just in case it falls through.
Just in case it falls through. Just in case.
Don't want to get people's hopes up.
Alright, so one more question for Magic, and then...
Wait, why does Emka Polechka keep asking for Ryan?
Because he did a voice in I Met You Through My Window. He did the pizza man.
Oh, and he doesn't want to admit it?
No, I'm not letting Ryan.
So he said one thing, like, that'll be $20
What would you
or
like?
whatever.
He sent me the lines and he said, that's a small price for a pizza. I was like, shut up.
Capitalism.
Who was the third guest? Magic. Magic's the third guest.
Yeah, I'm
Do I count as a guest?
You can
no,
count
I'm
as a
I'm
guest.
special one. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not.
Does anybody know what voices Lunar's mom did?
Oh yeah, my mom does some voices.
Oh, okay, so get this. She asked me to do the voice of Kiki's mom. And I said, she's kind of a witch.
with a B. And Lunar said, exactly.
Look, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, you haven't met my mom.
Oh, it's okay. No, it was funny. No, I think it worked out well. I understand the character.
Well, my mom can do that kind of voice. That's what I was going for. I wasn't calling my mom that.
No, she wasn't. I got it. It was just funny. I also do the doctor in Met You Through My Window, so I have 2 lines.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually ask a deaf girl a question. Hello? She can't hear me.
I saw so many comments pointing that out.
Somebody did.
I saw this too, and I was just like, yeah, about that.
And I do the older, kind of more bossy siren.
Persephone.
Whereas Magic does the other 2, which are fantastic. And did I do somebody else? I think that's it.
They're like, OMG, Carl, OMG.
I know, it's so funny. And they're popping all around.
Their band goes, and then they don't know how to play Uno.
Mm-hmm. They play Uno halfway through their little argument.
Off-brand Uno.
Can everybody see Charlie? Want to get closer? You want to say hello? Where is he? Oh, there he is. Hello, Charlie. Wait, it's kind of backwards. There we go. See, Charlie has a super long tail. Ooh, good boy. He's stretching. Okay, there we go. All right, so are we waiting for the last call?
We're waiting to see if he will join.
Okay.
And the bird just left a dropping on the computer. Nice, Charlie. Good work.
Yeah, he does that. Every 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Your poor computer.
It has a plastic cover.
I have a keyboard covering specifically for that reason.
The computer's just there like, why are we still here?
Just to suffer.
Just to suffer.
Okay, let's see. I haven't been reading the questions. Oh my goodness.
It's Midori. I like how everyone's getting hyped up to who this he person is.
And they just completely ignore the fact I'm here. They're like, oh, forget this girl. She really was.
Who is he?
Who is this he person?
Okay,
Let's see if we have. Are there any other questions?
He takes the longest time to respond to me.
I know.
Ever.
Okay. Nira Purple has to go. Okay, see you next time. Have some guesses. Magic, what are your favorite ships?
I don't really know. I don't really have one.
Alright, someone wants to know, Lunar, what's your favorite GLMV for STYT?
Ooh, I don't. I don't know. I'm not sure about.
Was that supposed to be like Gacha Life music video?
Yeah, Gacha Life music video.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I remember that. I remember the Ready as a Live review on that. That one was good.
Alright.
Alright, any other questions?
Any other question for Moon before our next guest comes on?
Any other questions for Moon? Okay.
I mean, sorry, Magic.
Oh, is Magic going to be doing voices in the next One Word episode 4?
No, I don't believe Magic has any roles in episode 4. She does. She will have one in episode 6, though. I haven't told Magic this yet.
I didn't even know this. Thank you. I'll take this information to heart. Thank you.
Yeah, don't worry.
Episode 6. How many episodes are there going to be, or are you not saying?
It's gonna be 11.
11?
Mm-hmm.
Holy smokes.
Good number.
Well, it's gonna be 10, but then I needed an episode for a season finale.
Oh, goodness.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do the sirens come back, or is it completely different character?
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
Somebody wants to know if Lunar's mom is still here.
Yeah, Lunar's mom.
I'm here. I'm hiding.
I'm hiding behind Magic.
Okay, see?
Oh. Hello. Hi, Mom.
Sorry. I'm invading your personal space.
Alright, well, he's just confirmed that he will be joining us soon. So, so Magic, say goodbye to everyone.
Bye-bye. This was your daily chaotic.
Yeah, chaotic.
Thanks for joining, Magic. That was fun.
Yes, Magic, you made my mom laugh.
Thank you for having me.
Alright, bye, Magic.
All right, everyone, check out. Bye. And everyone, check out Magic's channel, of course.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now we are just waiting for him.
Okay, and Ander couldn't make it.
Ander could not make it.
She had a family graduation thing, but we do want to give her a shout out because if you were tuned in at the beginning,
I will show it. I will give my friend Ander a shout out because she made this artwork. The stream will start
so
soon.
Cute.
I added the words and I added like the little background, but Anders done some voice acting work for me as well. She has voiced Coco in One Word, and she voices.
Do you have pictures of these characters?
Yes, I do. Actually, they're in my Ander folder.
Do I need to move the bird off the keyboard?
She's voiced Catherine in I Met You Through My Window. She voiced Coco in One Word. She and she also drew this image at the ending of I Met You
Wow.
Through My Window, which is the Shoko drawing, which it's in the credits. It's a very pretty drawing. So just
nice-
wanna
Nice glow.
have that little shout out to Ander because she couldn't make it. She was going to, but she couldn't.
So Kat in Met You Through My Window actually made me laugh several times.
Catherine's amazing.
Especially when she comes to the door and he says, I thought you didn't like me. She's like, you're correct.
You're correct. I don't like you.
Ander. So naughty.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Lunar wrote it.
I did write it.
But Ander gave it that little punch.
Alright, I told our final guest to call me, so hopefully he should be doing that. Someone said I have a question.
Okay, let's hear it.
You can ask some questions for my mom while... Oh, there we go. Hello. Hi. So glad you could join us.
All right, let's give a proper introduction.
Yeah, make sure your microphone's turned up a bit so the people can hear you. All right.
I see it.
There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Louder?
Yeah, you're louder.
Alright. Okay.
All right. So our final guest is Midori Stories. Midori.
Hello.
he made the opening to I Met You Through My Window and voices he voices in 3 of my series, in which he voices 7 characters. He voices Koro, the guards, Mystic, and Jake in One Word. He voices Vincent and Reaper in STYT Final Chapter, and he voices Yuto in I Met You Through My Window. And he does original gacha mini movies on his channel if you would like to check him out.
You're on right now. You need to change that.
Yes. So Midori, how are you?
I'm good. I'm watching the video right now.
Alright. So give me a second and then we're gonna
Speed round.
Yes, we're gonna do speed round. Where I give you the top 10 questions that I always receive on my streams. I'm gonna give them to you.
Okay.
Favorite color?
Green.
What kind of pet do you have, or if any?
Well, I'm allergic to dogs, so fish.
Fish? Favorite anime?
Kill or Kill.
Favorite food?
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Shrimp.
Favorite character you voice in my series?
Yuta.
Yuta.
Oh, wait, series or the movie?
Series, like anything. It can be whatever character you voiced.
Well, Yuta.
Siblings. Do you have any siblings?
Yeah, like 3.
Do you want to say your age?
Yeah, I'm 17.
What's the general area you live in?
What do you mean?
Like, do you live on the East Coast? Do you live on the West Coast? In, like, the U.S.?
Asia, Europe.
East?
Yeah. For, what's your favorite character from any of my series? Doesn't have to be one that you voiced.
Korra.
Favorite video that you've made?
That I've made?
Yeah.
Not your average girl.
Not your average girl. Alright, so people are now gonna get to ask you questions, but I wanted the two of us to go over green screening because I know it's like a new thing that people are starting to do and I want to give tips to that.
Okay.
So when I first started doing the green screening, I had no idea what I was doing. And I remember I messaged you and you actually messaged me back and you gave me advice.
Yeah.
And you basically told me, don't have any characters with green or blue in it. And I have some examples to show you of what we mean by that. Because I've had a few characters that I had to personally remake because I couldn't have them the way I wanted to. So I'm going to show... So with Coco and Tessa, not Coco and Tessa, Coco and Rose, Coco was originally going to have the color scheme of brown and green to be more of like a nature-y person, but I couldn't do that if I was going to have her do green screen, and because then it would look like that. So it goes from like this, but like if I do blue screen, it takes out Rose's hair, and it makes it look like a puke green, and her clothes are like an autumn brown, orange and red. So, I wanted to mention that green screening is hard. Just make sure that you don't have characters with like those kind of color schemes, because you mentioned something to me the other day that there's something called red screening, and I never knew about that.
Yeah, you can do red screen, blue screen, yellow screen, pink screen.
Yellow screen? Pink screen? Midori, you never told me this!
Yeah, you can do any screen, as long as you have the right, like, key color.
Oh. I'm gonna have to ask you to do some work for me then. And one of the most changed characters that I had to redo was actually Frostbite, because originally Frostbite was gonna be a nature supervillain, well, superhero / villain, but I couldn't because she had the green. This is what she originally looked like, by the way. Her name was gonna be Flytrap. She was super cool looking, but unfortunately I had to rewrite her entire character in order to actually make her work. So I had to change her entire element, her entire character name, backstory, and stuff. But luckily it worked out with like Frostbite, because Reina and Frostbite are like water and ice, which are basically like the same thing, but one's a solid, one's a liquid.
Okay. Can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I had to step out.
It's okay. Alright, if anyone has any questions for Midori, they can ask him.
I have a question.
Oh, you have a question, Mom?
Hey, Midori, this is Lunar's mom. Can you see me? Here I am. Alright, sneak in. We had some lovely comments that people love the voice of the coffee shop owner, and I just wanted to thank you for hooking us up with that chick, because the voice was perfect.
Thank you.
That lady, I guess.
A lot of people like...
She does sound a little older.
Yes. Right.
Okay, that was my only question.
Alright, Mom. Someone wants to know how you come up with your Gacha Life mini movie stories.
Usually, as most people may be able to tell, it's like inspired from other animes. But I am trying my best to just start from scratch without watching anime.
Yeah.
So,
I feel like
I
that's...
haven't watched anime in 2 months.
Oh.
Just so I won't get like heavily inspired.
Anime inspires me all the time to make and write stories.
Who's his favorite guy?
Someone wants to know who your favorite gacha tuber is. You.
Actually, no, for real though, real talk. I think my favorite would probably be Rosie.
Oh, Rosie Closey?
Yeah. Like hers is one of those high.
Rosie Closey is really good, but I have my own problems with it. Like, I can't sit down and actually watch her videos because it makes me ashamed of myself that, like, I'm not as good.
That's what I was like at first. Too.
Like, I can't watch her videos because I'm just like, she's too good. I can't watch. What do you think of Gacha Club? What do you think of Gacha Club?
Gacha Club, I'm ready for it. I need it, like, now.
I want it too, but I have iOS, so I'm not gonna get it first.
Yeah, I have both, so I'll probably just wait. It depends on whatever.
Yeah. What apps do you use to edit your videos?
LumaFusion, but I did just get a laptop, so I'll be moving on to like Adobe.
Ah. Fancy.
Midori does sound older.
Yeah. So you voice a lot of characters in my series. Maybe you could talk a little bit about voice acting, because I know for you, with all your series, it's like you voice all the males.
Yeah.
You voice all of them. You don't even like try to find male voice actors. You're just like, I can do it all. I can do it.
Yeah, but for a new series I'm working on, I'm probably gonna have way more boys.
Oh.
Like casting some people, I'll probably just be like one of them, and the rest would be like different males.
Wait.
Get ready for that.
So, are you gonna Are you gonna continue with Sucks to Be Me?
I'm gonna have to go back to that and make it like a movie over summer. Because it was like the beginning of my like voice acting stuff, and I was like not that good at it.
Yeah.
Now I'm getting better.
I get comments from time to time saying, "When's it coming out?" I'm like, how am I supposed to know?
Yeah.
So, what are you gonna do after you finish the unique one?
Start the other series that comes with Gacha Club. So I'm probably gonna like wait for a second.
So you're gonna wait a while.
And I'll start the new production. Yeah, until Gacha Club comes out, which I don't know when it's coming out. Hopefully late June.
Yeah, they said early June for like Android, and they said maybe early July for iOS. I'm just like, just release it at the same time. Like, don't make us iOS users jealous.
Exactly.
Okay, any questions?
On the next episode of One Word. Oh yeah. Next episode of One Word should come out soon. Hoping it will. I mean, I'm gonna continue making One Word until I go into my next series, and I'm still not sure what I'm gonna do for my next series. I don't know if I should do, I don't know which one, because one series I'm thinking about it being like a musical series, and I write all the songs for it. But with that, I'm gonna have to get some male voice actors that can sing, and that will be difficult. Midori, learn how to sing.
I would never learn how to sing.
Have you ever wanted to put your series on Netflix?
at some point, but right now I gotta wait till I have like higher quality, so people who don't know what gacha is won't be like, "What is this?
What is this? What is this weird?"
Do you prefer voiced gachas or regular ones? Which do you enjoy making more?
Which one do you prefer making more, the voiced gachas or the non-voiced ones?
The non-voiced ones are way easier, but I like the voiced ones because they like it's more easy to watch when I'm making them.
Yeah, definitely. Because doing it without the voices, it's so easy because I'm not throwing shade out to any of my voice actors, not doing that at all, but saying like giving the voice actors the lines and then having to wait for a certain amount of time to get the lines back is very painful because you can't do anything unless you have those lines because you don't know how long to have a frame because they might say the line longer than you thought they were or shorter than you thought they were, so you can't do anything. So that's the only problem that I see with voice gachas. It's way easier to watch voice gachas because you don't really have to pay attention as much. You don't have to physically read every single line.
Yeah, and it gives you more of a feel.
Yeah, it gives you more of like more of a movie feel. Someone wants to know if you like donuts.
Only plain crispy donuts. That's it.
That's what my mom likes. You just like the plain?
That reminds me, I might have to go get one here. That time of day. Oh, does Midori play Pokemon?
Do you play Pokemon?
I did in my early years. Like, I stopped around X and Y.
Ah.
I played all the way up from Ruby and stuff.
I played the recent Pokemon games. And I went back and I played Pokemon Silver.
Oh, I had that one too. And the Heart Gold.
Galaxy wants to know what your favorite female character from my channel is. Frostbite.
Oh, did you talk about Frostbite changing?
Yes, I did. Okay. Yeah, Frostbite's great.
I like her attitude.
I like her attitude. Someone wants to know if you're a Danganronpa fan.
Not really, but me and Moon were talking. She's trying to get me into it, so I will start watching that soon.
Yeah, I feel like all of us all of like the squad is gonna try and get you to do that because we're just all the fangirls. Alright, so we'll give you a few more questions to answer, and then I'm gonna have to end the stream soon after that.
Oh, okay.
Do you play Roblox or Minecraft?
I used to play Minecraft. I don't play Roblox anymore.
I only played Roblox because there was one game I liked on it, and then they deleted the game.
Oh.
Someone wants to know if you watch anime.
Oh yeah, of course.
What's your favorite characters from your videos?
Asya.
Let's see. We'll do 2 more questions and then we'll say goodbye to Midori.
Okay.
What's the zodiac?
Someone wants to know what your zodiac is.
Sagittarius.
Ah.
That's what your dad is.
That's someone asked, do we plan on making more collaborations later on?
Oh, of course. I'm open for any time.
Yeah, we did a collaboration with Stronger Than You Think and Not Your Average Girl. We did that one. We should do more.
I would love to.
Midori, I just want to say that you're super cool. Love your videos, and hopefully I can voice act for you someday when I'm good.
Thank you.
Who was that, Galaxy?
Yeah, it was Galaxy. Is quarantine making you crazy?
I got used to it.
Someone said they really liked You're Not Your Average Girl series.
Thank you. Who said that?
Petra the Graph.
Thank you, Petra. The graph.
Alright, we'll take one more question if anyone has a final question for Mr. Midori. Or Mr. Stories. Has anyone actually called you Mr. Stories?
Never.
I hate for this one to be the final question.
Oh, I have a question.
Someone asked if we're dating.
Oh, I already answered it in the chat and said no. Oh, Lord. Ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so, Midori, how did you come up with the name Midori?
Well, it means green in Japanese, and I do a lot of green screening, so it's like green stories.
Okay.
Green.
You know that there's also a melon liqueur, which is basically alcohol made out of, is it watermelon or?
I think it's watermelon.
Or is it honeydew?
I think it's honeydew, actually.
And it's like glowing green.
Green.
It's kind of like Mountain Dew, but darker green. Anyway, and I think it's only used in one drink. It's called a Midori Sour, which then adds this bright yellow, so it really glows, kind of like Mountain Dew.
That's his profile picture. It's the Midori alcohol bottle.
Oh, no.
That's his profile picture on Discord.
Are we not? We probably shouldn't be talking about adult beverages.
Don't get me demonetized.
Anyway, that's where I recognized it from. I didn't realize Midori means green in
Japanese.
Interesting.
There's also green in Japanese.
Okay, do we have any other questions?
What inspired you to make your channel?
Nothing really. I was just, playing around, and then it just unexpectedly just blew up.
One way to talk about liquor on a channel. Get child channels, Lunar Mom.
Alright, I've been scolded for bringing up liquor on a young person's channel.
Thank you, Mom.
Well, people will see.
Alright, before Midori leaves, Midori, do you have any advice to younger gacha tubers out there?
If you let's say, try not to procrastinate, because that's what I do a lot.
Me.
I upload weekly, but I just procrastinate a lot. Just work on that.
Alright.
I think that's good advice for everything, not just gacha tubers.
Yeah, it's good advice for everything. Don't procrastinate.
It's a life lesson.
I'm gonna have to write this down and put it in a prominent place because I have a little problem with that too. Hey, Charlie.
My mom does it all the time. Alright, well thank you, Midori, for joining us.
No problem.
Alright, bye, Midori.
Thank you. Bye.
Yes.
Oh, now I'm in the screen? Oh, so I have to scoot back, otherwise I look like a giant. And there's a window behind me here. See, it's kind of got this glow. Okay, is there anything else that you were planning on talking about? Or we've covered all the voice actors? And who did we have again?
We
Let's do a
had
wrap up.
We had Galaxy Gamer 035.
Check out our channel.
Check out her channel. We had Moonlight is a Weirdo. That's her channel name. I'm not just calling her a weirdo.
You can never forget that name. Check out her channel right now.
We have Magic Gamer 04.
Yes.
So check out her channel. She does a lot of voice acting. And we had Mr. Midori stories.
Sweet. And we have a mod with the Galaxy Gamer 035.
Yeah, Galaxy was one of our mods.
Appreciate you making sure everyone was behaving in the chat, which of course they were. We had one little spammer at the beginning, a little timeout. Yes, Midori has left. Let's see.
I kept seeing one question. It was the name for Ikavier, Liam's corrupted form.
Oh, they want to know how to say it?
Well, no, they want to know, like, how did you come up with the name Ikavier? In, I believe in Hindu, it means songbird. And when he becomes uncorrupted, his name is, well, I don't really have a name for him.
Well, Hindu isn't really a language, but
no, it's a Hinduism. I don't know. I just
it's in a Hindu writing or something. Anyway, it's been a while since you looked all
yeah,
that stuff
yeah,
up.
but his name means songbird in a different language.
And since he kind of had a music thing going on,
and he has a music thing going on, so I thought it felt nice for him to be that. Do you want to say hi?
Okay. Aisha Noir says, stay safe and optimistic. Thank you. Anne says that you look a lot like your mom.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, did you hear Charlie? He said, wee wee.
Wee wee.
All right. Is there anything else we wanted to talk about?
Is there any other questions that you have for me before we end the stream? Because I'm going to end it in a second.
McGamer K, thank you. It was amazing. Mini movie. Keep doing amazing on what you do. Thank you. And someone wants to know if there's going to be more STYT.
Sorry, but there will be no more STYT. I'm moving on from that. I'm looking towards bigger and better projects.
But I'm just as sad as your fans because I love STYT.
I know you like STYT, but
I love Liam. I love Rain and Flame together, and Frostbite is so kick butt. She cracks me up. She calls them nerds in the one. You nerds! Oh, I crack up every time. Comfy Potato has to go. See you next time. I love your videos. You're really amazing. Keep up the amazing work. That's from T Lover.
What instrument are you going to play marching band? I'm going to play trumpet.
Yes. Hoochie wants to know, do you still go to school or homeschool?
I'm homeschooled for right now, but in the fall I'll be going to high school.
Regular public high school.
Public high school.
Do you play Roblox?
I don't play Roblox.
I think you've only answered that question like 50 times in the past year.
Have you ever been to Universal Studios? Have I?
No.
No.
Is that the one in Florida? In Orlando? You've been to Disney World in Orlando and some of that. SeaWorld.
How's the series One Word coming along? One Word's coming along. It's coming along good. Episode 3 recently just came out, so if you haven't seen that one, go. Does Liam have a crush on Liam?
What?
Liam from STOT, does he love himself?
It's just silly.
Yes. Okay. What languages can you speak? Oh, me.
Well, we're working on French a little bit, but you'll get into that more in high school.
Yeah.
I speak pretty good French, a teeny bit of Italian, and I can read Latin. And I play the trumpet also.
Hello, his mom. May I get a hi back?
Hi, who said that?
Kawaii.
Kawaii yeet. Yes, you get a yeet. Charlie says yeet. Yeah, did you hear him? He said yeet.
Yeet!
Good
Yeet!
boy.
Charlie yeets!
Okay, if people have headphones in there, he'd be like, what the?
Okay, Charlie, stop eating, everyone. I know you like to yeet, but don't eat. Stop eating in people's ears. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if that hurt your ears, but Charlie...
Put him up on so they can see him.
Charlie's a yeeter. He likes to yeet people. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, little bird. It's okay, little bird.
All right, shall we wrap it up?
All right.
I'll leave it to you. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Thanks for your questions. Hope you enjoyed all the guests. And we'll have to do this again sometime. This was fun. I feel like I really learned something, and I appreciate all your friends' help and showing up today. I'll let you finish out.
Okay. Thank you to all the special guests who joined me in today's live stream. I hope to eventually do another one of these types of live streams, and so that my friends can get more recognition, or people can learn something from other gotcha-tubers to help them with their channel. Well, and I appreciate to anyone who watched this full way through, because I'm sorry if it was painful, but it probably was. I don't know. Anyway, thank you all for watching,